This is Freeloaders. I'm MikePapaFoxtrot.
And I'm 3T.
Freeloaders is a regular look at what is or has been free to download on the PlayStation Network. We download the games and give them a play and see if they're worth the download, bandwidth and time.
This time we're looking at Beyond Two Souls, an interactive drama action-adventure video game for the PS3 and PS4, developed by Quantic Dream and published by Sony Computer Entertainment, first released in October 2013. And these are our first impressions.
So, have you any knowledge at all of this game?
No.
Because I was completely in the dark.
I was too. I seem to remember hearing something a while back about Ellen Page having done, a video game, but it sort of went past me. I know it's made by the same people who made Heavy Rain, which I have played and didn't really enjoy. Heavy Rain is a very bleak, dark, horrific vision of child loss, and but also in the middle of that story is one of the funniest, most awkward scenes of telling you to press a button so a thing happens. No spoilers because it's in the first 5 minutes of the game pretty much, but you end up, your child goes missing in that game in a shopping centre, and it says press X to Jason, and there's even a song on YouTube which maybe we'll link to, but very awkwardly you go around pressing X and shouting Jason in a variety of different ways, which was entertaining for a time, but Heavy Rain itself is bleak and awful, so I hope this isn't going to be the same way. We shall see.
But I mean, isn't that like press X to pay your respects?
Yes, yeah, it's like
game.
that. But imagine that, but going on a lot longer and about child abduction.
I'm gonna press continue. Are you ready to press continue?
I'm ready to press continue whenever you are.
So shall we hit continue and see what happens now?
Let's try it. Okay. For anybody in any doubt as to why we were on the continue screen, we've just gone through the initial confirm, make sure that all the options were set, just to save us a bit of time.
And try and turn the volume down so we don't go deaf.
Mine's not too loud, actually, although I'm not listening to her, so...
No. Very nice graphics, though. I did actually say that while you were playing Yahtzee, while we were setting up. I was actually enjoying the graphics. This is November 2015, and very nice graphics.
Yeah, it's a good likeness for the actress. Okay, so we are talking to a cop.
A policeman.
Was there something? Flashback. I'm not getting any prompts, so I'm guessing this is going to be a very story-heavy game.
Yeah, I mean, we're basically going to give it about half an hour and see where we get.
Yeah.
And we're not going to hit X to skip anything. We're just going to let it play until we get there. That's a nice fish in the background.
I might press X to Jason.
If we get the option, we will.
I mean, his first name begins with a J, Jay Sherman. If he's Jason Sherman, I wonder if I can just make the character shout, Jason, 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 Jason.
See, I've never played Heavy Rain. I've played lots of other sort of, Dance Revolution style type games, and my hope is that this isn't going to be a button masher.
Heavy Rain.
It did hint. This hinted at puzzles to solve, and I'm hoping that that's what there will be. So
I do it a bit of a disservice, really. Heavy Rain is an interesting enough story with some, puzzles to solve and things, but a lot of it is just, hold the two sticks to the left now, or press the right button here, and it's very easy to feel like a passenger in the game. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean that is sort of. I mean, I've played a few games like that in the past where you're basically playing a cinematic experience, and I don't know if I like just playing a cinematic experience.
No. I mean, it depends on the
very exciting start, though, isn't it?
I'd prefer to be playing as one of the SWAT guys.
That wasn't an option, was it? We did have a look through. We for a brief moment, we were potentially going to try co-opting, but that would have meant that one of us would have had to have travelled a great distance.
Yeah.
And one of us might have had a very boring game. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. So for some reason, the SWAT team is swarming on this office where our character is. No idea why. She's got some kind of psychic powers, so clearly they all know about that.
Special weapons and tactics. Always annoys me that the "and" is an A. It's a lazy acronym.
If it was "or," would you, in a normal acronym, would you use the "or" for an O?
I don't think you do, no. I don't think you use ands, articles, or prepositions.
What about if it was
but hey, you know,
special weapons and extreme tactics, then it would be sweat.
Sweat would be funnier.
It's a sweat team.
Special weapons, extreme armament tactics. That would be...
I don't think anybody would take them seriously, but it'd be very good.
Oh no, the sweaties have turned up.
Bunch of fat cops that with bulletproof jackets. So Willem Dafoe is looking for Ellen Page for some reason. She's obviously killed everybody with her magic brain powers.
I don't know. She left Mr. J alive.
Fair enough.
It's very nice of her. I mean, you know, it allows him to run around and say, Jason.
Right, the experiment.
Okay, I've got... Yeah, I'm assuming I'm still riding this bus, or do I have to push a button?
I think we might have to. Well, let's count down and press it at the same time.
Oh, no,
it's
there we
just
go.
done it. That's good. Let's save just that. It doesn't bode well that I'm a bit bored already.
Yeah, it's very cinematic. It's one of the things that I've noticed with a lot of the games that we've actually started in this series is that a lot of them have a very long run-in, and I think that we're a little bit impatient and we just like to jump to the game.
I think really for the format that we're doing, we're trying to give you a quick first impression, and it's quite difficult to do that when the game spends half an hour setting up all the characters. Our other option this month,
hang on.
for anybody who's interested, was Rayman. Okay, so do we have to get up here?
I guess.
I've pressed the up on the right stick and she stood up. Okay, and now she's picking up the doll.
Okay, yeah.
Come on, girl, you'll have plenty of time to play later.
But again, every time I try and do something, I get interrupted with another little bit of cinematic. So I'm going to the chair to have a look.
Yeah, you seem to be slightly ahead of me. Oh, press X. Or hold X. Go back.
Not getting many prompts here. Have you gone through to the next room? Oh, you're following the man.
No, I'm playing on the board. I got a hold X. There we go.
That's just to look at things, though. Well, that was entertaining.
Nothing happened.
There's a cartoon on the TV.
I'm going to the other room.
Oh, it's a nicely animated cartoon on the TV screen.
Oh, I'm already out of the room. Interesting. I mean, the controls are fascinating. Can I look at the map?
It's very much the same as Heavy Rain. You spend a long time at the beginning of Heavy Rain just looking around a conservatory and going in the back garden and just examining your life and then thinking about it in real life as well.
Well, you can look at the security monitors.
I'm just going to watch this cartoon.
Come on, Jody.
Can I? Why won't it let me? Won't it let me go through the cupboard and look through his pockets? It wants me to go there. I'm guessing.
I suppose I'd better start progressing, hadn't I? Let's see what's through here.
All right.
It's quite interesting because when with some games that we've played, like I haven't noticed I'm on rails, but this is obviously so much like you're on rails. But
Don't you look pretty today?
rails that you can sort of leave and have a wander off, but within a limit. So.
Are you walking down the blue corridor with the man?
I am. I'm with the man in the blue corridor.
Don't you look pretty today?
Lots of people are creepily looking at me and talking to me. I don't like it.
Here we are.
There's the Green Goblin.
I wonder if I can go and... I'm going to go and speak to this cleaner instead, because that's probably more interesting.
Hurry.
Ah, they won't let me.
Come on, Jody.
Don't resist. Just
No,
just go where we've got to do, because then we'll get more gameplay in.
That's true. See, my instinct is just to plough towards that corridor about 50 times, but I'll go with the flow. Am I going in this way? A130.
Hey, Jody.
Oh, brilliant. Do you think Venkman's in here waiting to shock us if we get the cards wrong?
I think she might be a little bit young for Venkman.
He could just shock her then. What button do I press to sit down?
Hey,
Oh,
Jody,
bloody
can you hear
hell. You really have to look around to find even the prompts.
Okay, we're gonna put this on now. Remember?
This is going to
Just
fry
like
your
a clown.
brain.
I mean, to be honest, I quite like that you have to look around to see the prompts. I don't like being pulled out of the game so much.
But the button that I
I can
used...
imagine if I was on my own.
I had to use the right stick to look around, and the right stick was what I had to press to sit down.
Next door if you need me. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, I had that problem when I first stood
All right,
up.
let's go for it.
Yeah.
I stood up and sat down. I don't know how many times.
This will be a very entertaining video episode. Wavy lines.
Okay, so what do I do?
Hey, Jody, can you hear me?
Oh, hello.
Can you hear me? I'm going to shrug. I'm going to be a little shit.
That's
Okay,
oh
let's
my
start.
god, that's.
Kathleen
I
is
won't
next
tell you
door,
what I'm doing, but
and she has the same cards as you.
And we're gonna
Oh, I
get
like
her to
this.
choose one
I'm
and see if
don't
it
like
can
the
tell us
control.
which one
behind
she
you, at
chose.
least.
I don't like
You think you
don't
can
like
do
the
that?
controls. But,
I'm just going to keep shrugging at these
Okay.
guys.
All right, let's go for it.
okay, so how do I
First card.
do I?
I forgot what she held up.
Me too.
Can I go into the... I can go into the other room.
Subject's heartbeat slows to
Alright, I'm
45
floating
Oh,
around.
it's not giving me a prompt. Ah, okay. It's that's quite nice. The second time it didn't give me a prompt. It just said, "Well, now you know how to do it. You do it," and that's quite nice. And
So
I
that's a
now
start.
I now know how to control. I do think my X and Y axis needs swinging around, but that's the way life is. Now, what if I push that button? Does that take me straight back? Oh, yes, it does. Oh, this is quite nice.
Next card.
How do I go into the other room again?
Not really. You push the triangle.
Okay, so I go through the magic window. What is this lady holding? She has a square.
It's very difficult to control, isn't
I
it?
don't like it.
She's got.
Next card.
It's like
I
you're
might get a
drunk.
few wrong on purpose. Do you think that's good? Do you think that's in the spirit of the game?
Well, yeah, why not? I mean,
I mean, I'm not going to
Very
the
good,
game might.
Jody.
worry.
Let's try something else.
This game might give you a.
Building blocks on the table in the other room.
Circle.
You can make them
I
fall.
want to see if they shock me.
Concentrate. You can do it.
Oh, let's play along. All right. It's wavy lines.
Oh,
I know.
the game is just. The game just took over there a little bit for me.
It's not going to let me
Very good,
get 'em
Jody.
wrong.
Let's try something else.
There's some building blocks on the table in the other room. You think you can make them fall over? Anything else in the room?
Okay, goes through the window and attack the building blocks.
Won't let me attack the woman.
Can you throw them in her face if you get the right angle? Probably not.
Anything else in the room you can move?
How shall I move? Let's move these cards. In your face.
Oh, that's annoying. It's telling me what to control.
I'm going to pull your chair now.
It's making It's making suggestions for me, which is
Yeah.
very floaty.
Can I, what about the bowl? I'm going to grab the bowl. And twang! I think that's everything I can mess around with. Oh no, there's also... What's this? Her bag. Empty.
Yeah,
Cabinets.
it's got targets, which you can't just like. I mean, probably to stop you killing the woman, picking her up because
I can smash the window.
The woman.
You have to stop now, Jody. The test
Yeah.
is over.
No wonder they want to kill me. I'm a destructive, horrible, horrible kid.
This must be where it begins. Maybe we escape from here.
Fable. Whack. Camera.
This is, I can see why you could play this as 2 people. It's quite nice.
I think I've run out of options.
I've run out of options as well. I can't find any targets.
Back through the magic window.
Oh, hang on. No, I found one.
Smashing over in my room now. When will it end?
Oh, I've got the woman. I can get the woman.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, well I've got to smash all the windows.
Oh. For a second I could get the woman, but not anymore. It's taking it away. I
Got a chair.
kind of grab her around the neck. Yeah.
I'm going back through the window.
Oh. I've just pushed triangle and it's...
Oh, I got
so,
And in the face.
yeah.
Oh, you've got to
So
squeeze
you kind
it.
of could like put your hands round her neck, yeah. I didn't do
wouldn't
it
let
for
me.
long because... no.
Never be over.
What's an intriguing game.
And it's a nice
That
instruction.
poor woman will never come back for testing again.
I mean, that's just telling us how to use our powers, I guess, isn't it? That's all.
Yeah. So sort of triangle to toggle and shoulder button
It'll
once you're
never be
there, I
over.
guess. So.
Oh, I wasn't even toggling. I was just floating around looking for a blue dot.
Oh, I got a trophy. You and percent of players have taken the path. 35% have wreaked havoc. 26% strangled Kathleen.
Is the trophy called Does Ellen Page Have to Choke a Bitch?
I don't know. I didn't look at it. I'm pushing next and moving on.
My
That's
trophy's
quite
called
nice.
Somebody Else. What was your trophy?
I don't know. It went away. It's gone. So I've now moved on, and I've got. I'm now flashing at the embassy. And
Okay.
she has either some time has passed,
I'm a bit behind you.
or I'm waiting. I'm just holding.
I feel like everyone's
Some time has passed,
That's not just
or she has.
everyone is.
She's a minor.
No, yeah, I would say some time has passed. Okay, so I've got Plan B, guests, dress, or shy. What are you going for?
I'm just letting. Well, I'm not pushing anything, and it's decided shy first.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's picked dress.
That's not just everyone is
Well,
looking at.
So
then what's the point?
again,
in
I'm just
options?
along for the ride. I don't know. I mean, I was waiting for you, so
Yeah, okay, well, it's chosen dress for me now.
Just smile.
This dress sucks. Maybe I should have worn something else.
So what exactly are we up to then? So are we some kind of secret agent with superpowers or something?
Probably.
Act natural.
Oh, that's nice. All we need now is a big glowing globe and the leader of the free world, and we've got everybody.
Yeah.
Diplomacy was undertaken with such.
I didn't know you had a sense of humor.
Oh, come on, just let me do something.
Brian, I'm delighted you could attend.
Always a pleasure, Sheikah, man.
I wouldn't have called this guy as being a Brian.
would like you to meet my assistant, Elizabeth.
No.
I was unaware that American diplomacy was undertaken with such disarming power.
Are we like James Bond or what?
Finally,
Yeah, probably. Let's say
Or
yes.
Jill Bond in this
Back your
case?
host.
Or Jane
We'll
Bond.
talk later on it.
until then, Ryan.
You know what you have to
Right. I've been told I know what I have to do,
He hates
which
me.
is
do. All time he was imagining
not
my head on a
actually
stick.
what I know.
I need to find a quiet place. I should
Okay.
be flattered.
You
I'm
know
now
what
being
to
told
do.
I need to
Shake
find
some
a
hands,
a
blend in,
quiet
find somewhere
place.
quiet.
Oh, that girl over there is wearing the same dress as us. That's. Oh no, she's not. No, she's not. Let's say that would be a terrible.
not a mirror,
faux
is
pas,
it?
wouldn't it? No. It was red.
To find a quiet
So where are we supposed to go?
Right.
I'm heading for the stairs. Oh no. Cool. I can
It
pick up
said
a
something
drink.
about finding somewhere quiet.
Sorry, ma'am.
No.
This area is
Well,
of
grab
Stairs
the
is
drink.
off
embassy
limits.
personnel only.
And I can
Stairs is off limit.
randomly pressing buttons.
Stairs are off limit.
Quiet place.
So
Where's
somewhere
quiet?
quiet. We could go and hide. We could hide under a table. That would be quiet. toilets. Oh, because there's toilets.
Is that towards the fountain area? This sort of weird fountain wall thing.
I wonder if I can go in the man's toilets. Yes.
So that is female toilets and male toilets. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm trying the males too.
It won't let me go in the. It won't let me go in the man's toilets.
Well, then why even present it as an option game?
No, it just gave me a brief glance at the top. Ooh, these are nice.
Gold taps are very Trump tacky.
Well, like I said, we have to go to the end stall. It won't let you go anywhere else. I don't like the. I really don't like the control options. I prefer to have one of the symbols or the D-pad do something rather than the analogy nature of the. Yeah,
because doors are always the right stick. By the look of it. If this option is take a shit, then I'm not playing anymore.
I'm trying to work out how to get to my handbag. Or my inner self.
Probably the right stick. Everything seems to be the right stick. Oh, I've dropped some stuff.
Oh, there we go.
Squiggly lines.
It is a little
Star.
bit of a. It's a bit of a button masher, I have to say.
There's a large painting in one of the rooms upstairs. Behind it is the. Are you ready?
Or even worse than that, not a button masher, but a button calmly presser and then get told, no, calmly press another button.
You got it? The documents we're looking for are inside. But there are guards.
So this is
something about
You got it?
something about having to go upstairs
go into the magic floaty ghost head thing.
and get a safe.
Okay,
So
so
we need to
can
go
I go
upstairs.
through here?
So why don't I just? I can't go straight through a roof. Hang on a minute.
What's the point,
I'm
then?
a spirit. How can I not go straight through the roof?
I'm going into the men's while I'm a ghost. Oh, it won't let
move
me.
up.
It's like hell when you're too far away. It hurts like hell when you're too far away.
Move up.
Yeah, that's the so R1 makes you.
But it
go
won't let me just-
up. And then I guess we get to
And
throttle this
it won't.
guard, yeah.
Don't know. It won't let me go where I want to go. Do I have to use the stairs? I mean, I'm a ghost. Why can't I go through the floor?
Okay, let's throttle this guy.
Well, my thing said I had to go upstairs and find a safe. So
Oh, I've possessed this
Careful,
guard.
Aiden. You know you can't touch
Oh,
other
that's
people
nice.
when you're controlling someone.
how did you do that?
I did the magic Kathy throttle thing and on him, and it made me.
Okay. Well, I've got a guard that's glowing, so I'm guessing.
This is no time to mess around.
You're looking for the orange
For
glow.
an office on the first floor with a portrait of the sheik.
Look for an office on the
Watch out
first
for the guards and the video surveillance.
and the video surveillance. So I'm being told what to do, but I'm confused as to what to do it. So do I possess the guard? No, because then he'll probably get beheaded for what you're doing.
An
That's
office,
really horrible.
Portrait of the sheik.
I don't
This is
care
the place.
anymore. I'm gonna watch football
hang
with
on.
this guy.
How are you? Where's that?
Cameras.
There was a pair of double doors.
I told you to take care of them
Staff
first.
only.
Oh, well, apparently I was supposed to do something else first.
Oh, there's a line. There's like or is that the connect? Is that the connection back to her?
Yeah, probably.
Or is that the marker telling me where to go? Because it's
think-
lured me over here.
I think it tells you how to go back. I was supposed to do something else first.
Portrait of the sheik.
How far are we taking this first impression, do you think?
I think another. I think until we complete this first mission,
I'll be here
I think
all
it's
week.
probably. No, well, we'll give it another.
What am I supposed to
We'll give it
do?
another 5 minutes. How about that?
That's fine. I'm supposed to be taking...
Oh,
Hello.
I've just turned off his I've just turned off his telly. I've turned off his telly so the guard in the video surveillance can't watch football anymore. He's in the little
Oh, yeah.
staff only office.
Oh, no.
And then I paused the video, but okay. Oh,
Where is
I
the...
really can't control it.
Right, I'm at the top of the stairs. Where's the security guy?
I basically swing a hard left. I followed the beam of purple light, and that sort of took me there. I thought that's what I was following.
Oh, I found him.
So, do I possess the guard now, or do I head towards an office?
Aiden, you know what to do.
I'm going to head towards.
Oh, possess one of the guards, and then this guy won't see you going in there.
You gotta distract the guard first.
I've already gone in. Oh, but I can go in the office. I can go through doors, can't I? Can't I just go through doors?
Yeah, well, no, you have to. I don't know. The guard has to go in. I hate
no,
football.
I found
that
it.
leaves me immensely.
I'm in there.
Okay.
Let's go back and find this guard guy
in the main
again.
office now. We should be safe.
Where is he?
Okay, I've got to find.
Move the painting.
Got to find a switch to move the painting.
Find it, Aiden.
So.
Let me possess him now. I can't possess anyone.
I've got options. Oh, I'm not possessing. I can't be doing with possessing.
Where am I supposed to go?
Oh, what's that? Is that a switch? Am I being watched? Is there a security camera in here? No, of course we've disabled it. Really am all over the place. The X and the Y is the problem here. I never saw an option
To move the painting.
She's very
Find it,
distressed. Are you looking for a switch, same as I am, yeah?
Found the switch. Yep.
Okay, don't tell me, because
Now let's see if you can
looking
open the
for it.
safe.
I'm guessing it's one of these things on this desk here. I'm just gonna mess about with the papers because it's funny.
I quite like the rumble.
Now we have to read the documents. Quick.
In the drawer? No.
I can't hold on much longer.
Second drawer? No. Third drawer? No.
Now don't move.
I've opened the safe. Oh, she's having a bad moment on the toilet. R1. Which one's R1? That's R1, isn't it?
Twang! Looks like the safe's opening. Handprint.
Now let's see if you can open the safe.
R1. Why? What is it?
Good job.
And then
Now we have to read the
square.
documents. Make it quick.
Read the documents.
I can't hold on much longer.
R1 and square. Oh, I have to hold them down. Oh, okay, that's what I was doing wrong. R1
Are
and
you
circle.
reading the documents?
Yeah.
Hold R1.
Yeah, I actually was stabbing at the button because I
Yeah.
stab at buttons. That's what I do.
I'm with you now. Yeah, I see it. This is the Dance Dance Revolution portion of the evening. Mm-hmm. R1X.
Oh.
Okay, that's a few pages. And
Now there appears to be a guard in the ladies' toilets.
he saw us go in for
Getting
a
a
while
hard
ago.
time. But Princess Jasmine's giving him a hard time, so that's fine.
Why would he possibly suspect that she's some kind of psychic spy making notes in there? Like, there's nothing.
Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. If I went to the toilet, right? If I was at a party and I went to the toilet to have a quiet moment because maybe, you know, I had a bit of an upset stomach, the last thing I'd want is a guard banging on the door.
Yeah.
It's not very friendly, is it?
What else could she possibly be doing? In real terms, unless everybody's got psychic spies, he can't suspect her of anything other than having a long shit.
I can't do anything to help.
Yeah.
Or doing drugs.
Having a ladies' moment. You know, maybe she, you know. I mean, luckily she's wearing a red dress, so that's fine.
Yeah, but like, she's not acting suspiciously, apart from the fact that she's just gone to the toilet. And if she's choosing to do drugs in there, well, that's up to her, surely.
Well, it's best not to get involved, isn't it?
Not condoning
How do I wash
it,
my
but-
face? I have to say, I don't like I do not like the analogs. The fact that the analogs are being used as the
Everything.
control. I like the fact that I'm not being told. I like the fact that I'm having to work things out. So that's quite nice.
I suppose.
But I think the next time this breaks away is when I'm actually going to say I've had enough at that point.
Yeah, me too. For now, at least.
For now, and then we'll.
Well, shall we reconvene with our boy toy outside and then wrap this first part up? What do you think?
Let's see what happens. Yeah. I mean, now she looks suspicious.
Yeah, right.
Now this is where the guard should come over and say, "Excuse me, are you all right, ma'am?"
Exactly. Okay. There's
Don't touch me!
there's matey.
I'm with the boy toy.
Me too.
I wanna go now.
Let's let them have their little conversation. Okay, so I think we'll start to call it there. It's fading to black.
Yeah, it fade to black.
I think we'll put a pin in this for now. We'll go away, spend a bit of time with the game, and we'll come back to you with some more detailed thoughts very shortly.
So we've put some hours into Beyond Two Souls, and let's start with playability or replayability. So 3T, how do you rate the playability or replayability of Beyond Two Souls?
I've got mixed feelings about it, I have to say. I think there clearly is a lot of replayability. We were discussing briefly before we started recording that there are obviously branching storylines. It tells you how many or what percentage of other people did the same or different things to you. So there are obviously ways to affect the story, which means you can probably come back to this and play it in completely different ways and get completely different endings. That's replayability. For playability, I do have an issue with the controls, and I think you may feel the same.
Yeah, I mean, for me, a couple of times I was told, percentage, you get the little percentage score at the end of each level, and I was told, a branch not travelled, and things like that. So there were definitely things that I missed. I picked up a couple of bonus things along the way, and I started to learn what I was looking for. So I think the replayability is there. The actual playability, I want to get to the end. I'm not all the way through the game. I want to get to the end of it just because I quite like the story. And I was telling you, there have been 2 moments where the hairs have stood up on the back of my neck. So there is playability there as well. But what is annoying me about the game is the Dance Dance Revolution control set, which is what frightened me right at the beginning. That sort of the way you are forced, like to get out of a pair of handcuffs, you have to push L1 and hold L1 and now hold R1 and now bang on X while holding square. And I was expecting a little bit more puzzle solving. I was promised puzzle solving. Now there is puzzle solving there. You have to work out how to use Aiden, when to use him and when not to use him, where to use him. And we saw that in the first level that we played. Like, we both took 2 very different strategies there to actually do it, to actually play it. But yeah, you're you're on a lot of rails, and the game is sort of holding me on a rail system and sort of trying to tell me where to go in a sort of a linear way. However, at the same time, it's trying to encourage me to go and do my own thing while holding my hand and preventing me from doing what I want to do. A good example was in the FBI Academy. The game was sort of teaching me how to fight, and it took me ages to actually learn the choreography of the buttons to actually complete that part of the mission. And learning the choreography of the buttons is far too much like standing on a Japanese arcade machine learning how to dance. And that was my one fear there. But that said, the story is compelling enough that I'm tolerating it. Well, there better be a good payoff at the end.
You say about it like they paint it as a puzzle game and then give you these elaborate controls to do. I think it's like saying, let's have fun doing a jigsaw, and then have someone stand over your shoulder and say, now this piece goes here, and this piece goes here, and this piece goes here. All right, leave me alone. I would like to play. I want to do this myself. I want to do some puzzles, and there is a bit of lacking there, but it's a hell of an ambitious project, and obviously, it is fun in its own way, but you just got to know what you're getting, I think, from the outset.
Well, to use your puzzle analogy, initially they say, here are all the edge pieces, do the edges first. Excellent, well done. Right, now I'm going to give you everything that goes in the top left upper quadrant.
Yeah.
When you've done that, I'll give you everything in the bottom right quadrant.
Yeah, exactly. It's painting by numbers. It's filling in the gaps that it tells you're allowed to fill in. A good example was, as we saw when we were playing that first level at the party. Here's your non-corporeal spirit form. But don't go in this room, and don't go in this room, and it'd be really helpful if you went up the stairs.
Go through the ceiling.
Yeah, go up the stairs
through
instead.
The ceiling. I had to go up the stairs. It's like, what? Hang on a minute. And yet, in one other level, when I'm at a house as a child, I can go through the floor.
Yes, yeah.
I had a bit of a shouty moment at one point, but that tells me that the fact that I got a little bit angry about it. The game tells me that there is an emotional connection there to the story, and I am tolerating the controls. I have played worse controls, so,
I guess also...
and also, I think the spirit... I'm not sure, because I keep changing my X and Y setup, because you don't get much chance to actually use it. And every time I change it, the spirit is difficult to control for me. Now, I don't know, is it because I'm not sure which, if I'm an invert Y person, right? I need to invert my Y, and yet when I did, I found it just as awkward to control the spirit as when I hadn't. So I wonder if that's built into the game as part of the control mechanism. The spirit behaves like it's a bit like taking Franklin out drinking in Grand Theft Auto and trying to drive home. It's that sort of feel.
Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, I suppose where we've talked about playability, hidden catches. There's not so many hidden catches, but the catch aspect of it is perhaps the control system that stymies you, unless there's anything else.
Which of course some people might like. Some people
might
absolutely
like that. Yeah.
That sort of because that's sort of, it's like playing a movie, and I mean maybe some people like that. I don't think you and I are quite into that. I like to have either full control or just give me a cutscene.
Well, does that take us on to overall fun then? I mean, how much fun have you had so far playing the game?
I've had fun, but it's been frustrating fun. I've quite enjoyed the devilment. I've enjoyed sort of being able to be the spirit and go off and explore and see how far you can do. You go off and see what you can do. So I've taken now to every time I start a level, the first thing I do is bang on triangle until it works, so that I can jump into the spirit and go and have a look, just see what I've missed, see if I can do things. Is that fun? I don't know, but it's not fun.
I mean,
if you know what I mean.
I, like you were saying just there, if I want to watch a film, I'll go and watch a film. If I want to play a game, I'll play a game. And very few times has that ever really been a crossover for me. So yeah, mixed feelings fun-wise. I will see it through. I will go through the game, I'm sure, in full. But at the moment, it's begrudgingly. But that's personal taste. So,
What about games that you'd say it's similar to?
Already, I think, mentioned it's by the same people who made Heavy Rain, and it feels a lot like that. And I had the same issues with that one. I didn't finish Heavy Rain. I ended up looking up the endings, the twist ending in the end, because I couldn't. It was Heavy Rain was bleak and miserable, and it was good at building tension, but it really just. You had to just find half an hour of happy time when you'd finished playing that. But I can't think of anything else like it. Have you got any other options that are similar?
Well, for me, a little bit like some of the Silent Hill games.
Yeah, I give you that.
Though I think they're a little bit more. They're not as Dance Revolutionary. I've not played anything that's quite as restrictive as this on this kind of level. I've had some very shouty moments in some games where just let me do what I want.
Yeah.
But then I don't think this game is supposed to be like that anyway. it's trying. I mean, that's why the visuals are so stunning, because they are keeping you on rails. And I use this term on rails because you are guided gently. There's a gentle hand guiding you along to where you've got to do. But you also have forks in the road that let you get away with things. And like at one point, I got caught 3 times trying to escape from a train. And yet the story coped with that. Each time I could escape, it gave me an escape route. And I'm guessing if I'd have, performed the choreography correctly, I would have only have got captured at the last point, which is where you're supposed to be captured, probably. So yeah, I can see it's got some freedom. But yeah, the thing is, Silent Hill had that kind of thing going on in it for me, where you were kind of guided gently down. But then I think most games guide you gently along.
Yeah, that's true. I think something as on rails as this is. I mean, it's not pretending to be anything different. It's quite upfront with what it is. It is basically a movie that you are playing. It's a choose your own adventure book. And
more or less.
I think on rails, the on rails I like, and just probably showing my age, it's like, it's things like Star Fox. If I'm going to be on rails, I want to be on rails because I'm in a spaceship, shooting down enemies, or I don't know, like a House of the Dead style arcade shooter. I don't like my adventure games to be as blatantly on rails as this is. But personal taste, again.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll.
So, at the end of the day, was it worth the space, the time, and the download that you've invested in the game?
I think it probably is. As much of a downer as I've probably sounded, I am going to play this through. I will try my best to finish this story, but it might just take me a while of going away, coming back, going away, coming back. So it could be months before I actually feel the need to complete it. But I think I'll keep it, weirdly enough. I know you've had a couple of quite effective moments that have got to you, that have chilled you a little bit, which is good. But do you think it was worth it?
Oh yes, definitely. I think it's got a very nice story to it. I'm quite enjoying the story. It's had a couple of standout moments, and I certainly won't be playing it after dark anymore. And it's got quite a lot of trophies that I'm trying to get, because you know me, I'm a little bit of a trophy collector. So yes, I think it has been worth my time, even though I occasionally have a shouty moment at they just let me do what I want to do.
So at its current retail price, would you have paid for it?
Here's the problem. No, because I wouldn't have known enough about the game before purchasing it. So as much as I have fully enjoyed the game, and I will endorse the game, and I will say the game is worthwhile buying, I wouldn't have bought it at this price. Probably now I might, but of course we're asking about if you'd have bought it before you'd played the game. So yes and no, and I think no is how I go. And you?
Knowing that it was by the makers of Heavy Rain, no. I wouldn't have bought it. I'm pleased that it's an offering as part of my PlayStation Plus membership, because I will now give it a go, but I would not have sought it out.
Okay, so this is MikePapaFoxtrot.
And this is 3T, and we were looking at Beyond Two Souls, currently freeloadable from PlayStation Network in May 2018.